Kelechi, can you hear me?
Hello. Thank you so much, Miss Peace.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Kelechi. Please, can you quickly share your experience when you joined Labano? How was it? We just want to know from your own end. What did you get to experience when you joined Labano Academy?
Hi, thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity. I don't know if because I'm actually in a bit where I am currently is a bit noisy, so I don't know if the noise is if my voice is audible enough.
Yes, sure, your voice is audible.
All right, thank you so much. Um, Thank you so much once again for the opportunity, and I want to congratulate everyone that is here. Labano Academy is is the right place to be. Okay, quickly, my name is Kelechi. I am a recent graduate of Data Analytics from Labano Academy Cohort 3. My experience in the academy was one to write home about. It was really, really beautiful. From the classes to the mentorship to our tasks, projects, everything. And we were blessed with the best instructor we can ever have, Mr. Afolabi. Mr. Afolabi, if you are there, thank you so much, sir. See, till Christ comes, I will still keep saying thank you to you. You are wonderful. Thank you so much, sir. Uh, the journey through data analytics was really, really, it was a really tasking one. We had we had to do tasks every day, like every day. At times I will come back from the office really tired and I'll be like, no, 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 no. I need to finish up my task. If not, Mr. Falabi will kick me out of the class. So I had this mindset in my head that I needed to cover up, I needed to achieve. I had a lot to cover to do to gain. So I kept pushing and pushing, even when it wasn't comfortable at all. But today I'm just so happy. I'm just so joyful and so grateful. So if those of you that will be signing up for Labano Academy, I see. Personally, I want to tell you that you've made the best choice because even before I signed up, from the Instagram conversation I had with the operator, I had a whole lot of doubts. Like I'm someone that has trust issues, but the moment I registered, I was I was I was handled like a baby. Mr. Afolabi, thank you so much once again. Thank you so much, sir. It was really good. We were handled we were handled like I don't know. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. So if you're signing up for Labano Academy, I want to assure you that you've made the best choice. You made the best choice in your tech career. And welcome to Labano Academy, all of you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Madam Peace.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Kelechi. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll be starting our class right now. I hope all of us have gone through our data sets and seen all the necessary information. On the data set, we have two sheets, which is the question sheet and the master sheet. So you can access that through your laptop or you can access that through your smartphone. And to proceed, I would like to welcome Mr. Israel Afolabi to this call. If you can clap, if you can, I don't know, anything, just welcome Mr. Israel as he takes the next session, our masterclass session. Please clap if you can. And please, if you have any questions, please just drop them on the chat box. All your questions will be attended to during the class. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, good evening, everyone. Kindly confirm you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me loud and clear, please? Peace. Miss Peace.
I
Yes, sir,
can
we
hear you
can
loud
hear you,
and
All
clear.
sir.
right.
Boss,
Thank you so
boss.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's nice to have you
yeah.
on the call. Thank you so much. So I'm so much excited. I'm so much delighted to walk you through data analytics journey using Microsoft Excel. And I want to promise that the few moments we'll be spending together is going to be an exciting moment. I want to encourage you, if you are there, you can get a notebook, get a notepad, and ensure that every detail that is being sent across, you are getting it jotted down. All right, so without wasting so much time, I want to dive deep into how we can use Microsoft Excel for data analytics. Let me start with this. Microsoft Excel is a widely used software. I'm going to share my screen shortly. It's a widely used software. But we want to narrow it down. How can we leverage Microsoft Excel for data related problems? How can I use Microsoft Excel to solve data, to solve business problems, to solve finance problems? So this is where we're going to start by sharing my screen. First of all, I need to give a definition on what is data. What is data? I believe my screen is up. Miss Please, can you please confirm, is my screen up? Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, sir, we can see your
Thank you so
screen.
much. Now, the first question is, what is data? What comes to your mind? I remember when I was in secondary school, the definition my computer teacher gave us then, till now, the definition still exists. The definition still stands. In fact, the definition stands strong. What is data? You can remember then, data was defined as raw fact, and to today, data is still raw fact. But the only issue we now have now, our data can be processed. Our data can be processed. Yes, those raw facts, those figures, those numbers, those texts, as analysts, we can process those numbers, those figures, those values. We can derive insights. We can work with it. We can make decision. We can visualize it. And all these processes, we are going to look at it one after the other. And I want to encourage you, please ensure that you have Microsoft Excel installed on your PC, because this is a practical section and I want all those who are joining to ensure that they get their Microsoft Excel ready, their PC ready, and they will follow us as we journey through this journey. All right. So as I've earlier defined, data is a raw fact that can be processed. That is, we can derive insight from raw facts. We can derive meaningful insight that helps productivity, that helps growth from data. Good. And the next question that comes to my mind is, what is now data analytics? Because we're just trying to look at what is data and what is data analytics. Good. Data analytics now is the process of, number one, inspecting, number two, cleaning, number three, analyzing, visualizing data to do what? To uncover useful information. Not only that, support decision making. This is a master class, so I will not be diving deep. But I want to assure you that I'm still going to give you the best in this lesson. Data analysis is the process, that is, it involves processes. Somebody on the street, do you have any question, please? Miss, please, are you there? Can you help me attend? Is that a question? I don't know. And if you have any question, please, in the lesson, you can always drop your
Please, if you
message.
have any question, sorry, sir. If you have any question, there's a chat box. You see a three dots here at your right hand side. Please click on it. It will take you to in chat. Please just drop your questions. All questions will be attended to at the end of the session. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Now, data analysis involve processes. We have what is called process workflow. If you're with your pen, you can document these things down. Number one is identifying the problem. Number two is data collection. That is, after you have identified a particular problem. For example, now let's say, for example, you are working in a sales firm and you discover that you're not making much profit. You're not making more sales. That's a problem. And then what's the next step you need to take? The next step for you to take is to collect data. We call it data collection. That's where you now go and collect data. Why are we not making sales? You go to your customers, you gather information from them. What do you see? Is that the color of the product? Is that the price? Just try to check out why they are not patronizing you. That's number two, data collection. Process number three, don't forget, data analysis is the process. I'm trying to analyze those processes. I'm trying to highlight those processes. Not only that, after you have collected the data, number three now, you now go to data analysis. This is where you derive insights from your data, the total sales, the total profit. You analyze it. Why are people not patronizing our products? That's where you now see some hidden insights from your data. Not only that, you also visualize it because when the data comes, it comes in rows and columns. The data is very large. You cannot derive insights, but you need to graphically represent those data in form of charts, in forms of graph, so that it's more readable, more understandable. That is data visualization. Now, these are the process workflow. These are the process workflow. Number one, identifying the problem. Number two, data collection. Number three, data analysis. Number four, rather, data visualization. And the last step is recommendation and conclusion. And all these steps and processes, we are going to take it one at a time. We are going to take it one at a time. But now the broader definition, what is data analysis? Now bringing all the process workflow together to give a vivid definition. We now define it as a process, but don't forget that word process carries a lot of weight. I believe you can remember. Good. Of inspecting, cleaning, analyzing, and visualizing data to uncover useful information and also support decision making. Now, I want to dive deep into practical and let's look at how we can, number one, inspect our data, how we can clean our data, how we can analyze our data, and how we can visualize to uncover useful information and also support decision making. Now, for those of us who have registered and we are in the WhatsApp group, you get to see. So, Miss Peace, can you please help us resend the data set now so that maybe those who are joining later can always revisit the data set. So, we already have a data set. What is data set? I'm going to define the company, the country, maths score, English score, we have average, grade, and position. I don't know if I have any brilliant student on the call who can help me. This data is talking about what? Can you give me a domain this data focuses on? Does it focus on sales? Does it focus on sports? Does it focus on health? Does it focus on education? Does it focus on governments? Can you just give me a domain? If you are there, you can answer me, please. Can you just raise your hand while I call you and you just answer us? Anybody on the call? Anybody on the call who wants to answer? Mr. Chooks, please can you go ahead?
All right. The data set is focused on education.
Thank you so much, Mr. After we have inspected it, now you understand. Oh, it's an education data. The next step is to do what? Is to clean. The next step is to clean. Now, what is data cleaning? What is data cleaning? What comes to your mind? It's just the same way we clean our rooms, the same way we make it tidy. But let me just give you a vivid definition. Data cleaning also is the process of identifying, correcting errors and inconsistencies to improve data quality. Data cleaning is the process. It requires processes of identifying, correcting errors or inconsistencies to improve data quality. Now, look at that definition. Number one is identify. Now, from this data, we want to do data cleaning. Can you identify anything that is wrong? Can you identify anything that is wrong? Can you identify anything? I want another brilliant student, a female now, female. Can you identify anything that is wrong with this data? Or we are good to go? Does it require cleaning? Just make progress. Does it require cleaning? A female now,
Hi.
female. All right, go ahead,
Yeah,
please.
my name is Favor.
Oh, Miss Favor, you're
Um,
welcome.
so I'm thinking the student's name is not formatted properly.
Thank you so much. This is brilliant. Yes, looking at these student names, they are to return is used to capitalize each word. The proper is used to capitalize each word. That is, if I want to capitalize each word, I'm going to use the proper function. I'll just press equal to, equal sign. Anytime I press equal sign to my Microsoft Excel, it gives an Excel a signal that you want to use a function. You want to use a function. So equal sign is very, very important. I'll just come here Then I will say proper. And I will open parentheses. I will select the text. I will close parentheses and I will hit enter. What happened? Can you see? Can you see the difference? James. Instead of small letter, lowercase j, we have it now in capital J. Good. Then I can come here and double tap. Now, I don't need to repeat the process for this second student. I don't need to repeat the process for the third student. I don't need to repeat the process on the fourth student. I don't need to do it for the rest of the student. I just need to just come here, just come to your bottom right, then you just double tap. I'll come here, then I will double tap. If you double tap it, what happens? You have it in, you have it behind this phrase. I don't have any. Miss Akman, do you have an issue?
I only have a question.
Okay,
Sorry.
please.
When you said we are going to add UNN to the functional, I think you looked at the voting someone, so I didn't get how you added the UNN to the student's ID.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me quickly do that. Let me quickly do that.
Welcome.
Right, let me quickly do that. So if you see your name on green, that means you are promoted. Can you get to see? All I did was I used a conditional formatting. That is condition. Those that meet certain criteria get a particular color. That's what I did. And I did that. Just click on it. We are still going to derive more. We're still going to derive more. But from this dashboard, I believe you are catching the data now. So this very large data set that we are unable to analyze, we're looking at this dashboard now, is making some sense. We can say we have 29 students from different sponsoring companies, from three different sponsoring companies. They came from 5 different countries from the globe. And the overall student is what? Mikey and all that. You can even see the second runner or the first runner rather. I put it here just to make some sense. But let's proceed and answer a few questions asked. So the first question says company with the highest students. So come back to my pivot to answer this. So I already have this. This looks good. Then copy this. So let me copy the text, copy it here, apply it here. Good. So I come here, Control C, and I will come to my dashboard and I'll do what? And I will do this. Beautiful. This is beautiful. Good. Let me quickly arrange this as we wrap up this section. So let me make this to be here. This one too can be here. I'm just adjusting it. Let me just make it big a bit. Hold on, please. So I'm just arranging it. Just use your discretion. Just place it very neat as possible. Let me drag it down a bit. Let me drag this one here also. Let me drag this one here too. Okay, so I can make this one a bit bigger so that it occupies a lot of space. I can fill up with this. Hold on, please. No. Hold on, please. Let me quickly do it. So just watch me while I do it. You just need to arrange it and make it suitable. Make it suitable. So it's not a day's job. You need to practice. You need to practice. You need to practice. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Can you see? I just click and drag and it gets to obey. It gets to obey. All right. So let me adjust this a bit. Can you see? It's not really matching. I'll just drag it a bit. Drag it a bit. Yeah, I want to just add few tips and then we call it a night. Few tips and then we call it a night. All right, so this question also can also answer it. But there's another amazing feature we want to look here, which is called creating slicer. Creating slicer. So this is our dashboard. I want to create a slicer. Slicer helps you to be able to interact with your chart. So I just click on this chart, I'll click on insert, and I will come here. I will click on slicer. Then let me just click on company, country. Good. Company, country, and grade. Let me just click on OK. Good. So I have these 3 factors. Good. So now I want to say, for example, if I want to know those students that score A, I can just click on A. If I click on A, it gets to filter. But let me just connect it to other values. I will just right click, come to report connection. Then I will just check all these charts. I will check all these charts one after the other. I will check this chart and I will click on OK. Good. Look at something now. If I click on A, what happened? These are students who scored A. If I click on B, can you see what happened now? Can you see that everything changed? If I click on those who score C, can you see now? Those who score C, the best student among them is what? Him, Daniela, and Bridget. If I click on D, the top student, can you see now everything is now you can say, oh, we have a lot of people that failed this course. Sir, what really happened? Is it that they did not come to school? Is it that they are not serious? Is it that they did not pay school fees? You can derive more insight to help business grow. So let me take questions now before I mute my mic. If you have any question, please can you just raise your hand and ask your question. So please, you can pull down your hand. If you have question, then you can raise your hand, please. Questions. Miss Peace, is there any question for me? Let me quickly answer before. Okay, Mr. Chuk, I can see I discovered that the dashboard page has no cheat. Okay, what I did was I renamed the cheats. I renamed this. I renamed it. So if I click here, I can create a new sheet. But when I double check on it, then I can rename it to Chooks. Chooks. I hit enter. Then I have a new worksheet. So I can just come here and then I can pin this down. You see, I've renamed it. So what I named it as was dashboard. I believe that is clear, Mr. Chooks. Okay, so that'll be all for now. Thank you so much for having me on the call. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Miss Peace Jonathan, you can take over from here.
Okay, please, before Mr. Afolabi leaves the group, can we just clap for Mr. Afolabi? Because if he's, hey God, Mr. Afolabi really, if he really did outperform beyond the expectation, please clap for him, because he not only started with the theory part, he also went with the data cleaning, he went with data transformation, and now we ended up with data visualizations. This is just the basic. If I tell you that this is the basic things in data analysis, there's a whole lot more. You have your Power BI where you can still create more visualization. You have SQL, you have PostgreSQL. So Mr. Afolabi is like when I say experienced, there's a difference between someone that knows it and someone that knows how to teach it. That's Mr. Afolabi. He knows this thing and he's always passionate about teaching this thing. If you leave him here, he can take you 4 hours straight. But I believe other people have things to do. So we are being considerate of time. And now, knowing all of this, knowing you can just experience more, I won't be the one to tell you that Labano is one of the best places for your tech journey in data analysis. Once you join us, we promise you that you get, aside your certificate you will get value for your money. During the course of this session, you heard from 2 of our top students that came to join us. They told you about how they really enjoyed it. And I was there when they were saying, can they pay for another cohort? Because they don't want any of these classes to end. They want to continue. They want to continue with Mr. Afolabi. It was insightful. They enjoyed every bit of it. So you don't want to be in a place where you pay a huge amount of money and you don't get value for your money. We are just in Microsoft Excel. Imagine what you will get when you start Power BI. Imagine what you will get when you go advanced. And data analysis, you can expand to anything. Data analysis is just the bedrocks to other analyst job. There's business analyst, there's forecast analyst, there's weather analyst, there's big, extremely big things in data analysis field. So you just don't want to stop here. You can't just say, oh, okay, this class is enough to
4 months. Even my own degree certificate that I went to school to study for 4 years, there was nothing. The only thing I could do was to be a teacher, a mathematics teacher, because I studied mathematics. But I dived deep into tech. And today, it's not as if I'm proud. I don't want to talk much.